Speaking in tongues is a remarkable human experience. It is more formally known as glossolalia. This practice appears in various religious and spiritual settings. It is observed across many different cultures globally. Individuals produce utterances that seem like language, yet these sounds do not form a known human language. The phenomenon is often considered intensely personal. It evokes a sense of mystery and deep spiritual connection. For those who experience it, glossolalia is profound. It is often viewed as a divine impartation. Some see it as a special gift from a higher power. It can represent a direct line of communication. This communication is with the spiritual realm. For scientists, however, it presents an intriguing puzzle. They approach it with curiosity and analytical tools. The goal is to understand its underlying mechanisms. Dr. Andrew Newberg is a prominent neuroscientist. He conducted pioneering research at the University of Pennsylvania. His work focused on the brains of individuals speaking in tongues. He utilized advanced neuroimaging techniques for his studies. Specifically, he employed single-photon emission computed tomography. This technology, known as SPECT, measures blood flow in the brain. It allows scientists to observe brain function during various activities. His research provided some of the first neurological maps of glossolalia. The experimental design of Dr. Newberg's studies was careful. He recruited participants who regularly practiced glossolalia. Their brain activity was scanned while they were speaking in tongues. This was then compared to their brain activity during a control state. The control often involved singing gospel music or praying in English. This comparison helped isolate brain changes specific to glossolalia. It allowed researchers to see what was unique about this state. Such rigorous methodology is crucial for valid scientific conclusions. The primary findings from these brain scans were quite revealing. Dr. Newberg observed a notable decrease in activity in the frontal lobes. These are the parts of the brain associated with deliberate control. More specifically, the prefrontal cortex showed reduced blood flow. This area is often considered the brain's command center. It is involved in planning, decision-making, and willful actions. The reduced activity suggested a lessening of conscious control. This was a key insight into the neurological basis of the experience. The implications of these findings are significant for understanding glossolalia. The observed brain activity pattern is distinct. It differs from patterns seen during other focused mental tasks. For example, meditation often shows increased frontal lobe activity. Activities like intense concentration also engage these areas more. Glossolalia, however, seem to involve a letting go of control. This suggests it is not consciously manufactured speech by the speaker. Instead, it appears to involve a different neural pathway or mental state. The psychological state during glossolalia is often intense. Practitioners frequently report experiencing a deep sense of focus. Some describe it as a trance-like state or a feeling of dissociation. They may feel as though they are not in complete control of their speech. It is commonly characterized as an overwhelming or ecstatic experience. These subjective reports are vital for understanding the phenomenon. The personal meaning attached to the experience is very powerful. It is a deeply felt event for those who engage in it. Research and anecdotal evidence point to several psychological benefits. Many individuals who practice glossolalia report reduced stress levels. They often experience feelings of peace, profound joy, or deep calm. The act can serve as a form of emotional catharsis. This release of pent-up emotions can be very therapeutic. These positive emotional outcomes contribute to its continued practice. The sense of well-being is a significant aspect for practitioners. It reinforces the spiritual importance they attribute to it. Glossolalia also has important social and communal dimensions. It is frequently practiced within group settings such as church services. This shared spiritual experience can significantly strengthen social bonds. It helps to build cohesion within religious communities. A sense of unity and shared identity is fostered among believers. Participating together in such a powerful act can be very affirming. This communal aspect reinforces the practice and its meaning. It provides a supportive environment for such expressions of faith. A crucial point concerns the relationship between glossolalia and mental health. Scientific investigations have generally found no link to psychopathology. Individuals who speak in tongues do not typically show higher rates of mental illness. They are usually psychologically healthy and well-adjusted. Glossolalia is considered a non-pathological altered state of consciousness for many. It is an expression of their deeply held spiritual beliefs. It is not viewed by researchers as a symptom of psychological disorder. This distinction is important for accurate understanding. Linguists have also turned their attention to the study of glossolalia. They meticulously analyze the vocalizations produced during this practice. The focus is on phonetic, phonological, and structural characteristics. A central question for linguists is whether glossolalia constitutes a true language. This query has been a subject of considerable research and debate. Understanding its linguistic nature is key to a full picture. The sounds produced are complex and warrant careful examination. Linguistic science provides tools for this detailed analysis. The work of linguist William J. Samarin is highly influential in this field. He conducted extensive and detailed studies of glossolalia. His research spanned different cultures and religious groups. Samarin concluded that glossolalia possesses superficial resemblances to human language. For instance, it often exhibits rhythm and varied intonation patterns. It also has a syllabic structure, making it sound like speech. These features can make it appear like an unknown foreign language. However, these are surface-level characteristics. Samarin and other linguists identified specific features of glossolalic speech. It typically utilizes a limited inventory of sounds, or phonemes. These sounds are often drawn from the speaker's native language. There is frequent repetition of particular syllables or short phrases. Crucially, glossolalia generally lacks consistent grammatical rules or syntax. It also does not have a stable relationship between sounds and meanings or semantics. This means specific utterances do not consistently refer to specific things. These are defining characteristics that distinguish it from known languages. Based on these analyses, a linguistic consensus has emerged. While glossolalia can sound like an unfamiliar language to the untrained ear, it is not. It does not function as a human language for conveying specific information. It cannot be translated in the way that French or Swahili can be. Linguists often term it a pseudo-language or language-like behavior. Its primary function seems to be more emotional, spiritual, or ritualistic. It is less about communicating semantic content and more about expressing faith. This understanding helps place glossolalia within human vocal behaviors.